Hey everybody, Chance Forman again, your local glass expert. I'm here to talk about different hardware options for your custom shower doors. One of the biggest questions we get asked is, what are the hinges like? How do they work? How much weight can they hold? Do they hold up? What styles are there? So today we're gonna go over a few different styles that we have, some of our most common. I'm gonna start with the most common, which is our wall-to-glass mounted hinge. This is a wall-to-glass mounted hinge. So it has screws on the inside. This plate comes off. These two screw holes on both sides, they're gonna mount to the wall. So we're gonna screw into the wall with a 2-inch screw. Hopefully we have some stud back there. If not, we're using some anchors and everything will be just fine. But then this is the front facing. So there's no screws on the outside of the shower, only on the inside. So we'll mount this to the wall, screws come off, glass gets mounted here. Some guys mount to the glass first and then they get their drawer adjusted and then mount the hinge. So this is our most common hinge. It is a wall-to-glass mounted hinge. This is gonna be the most cost-efficient and cost-effective option for you, just because you're not having to do any more fabrication into the glass like glass-to-glass hinges. Going to our offset hinge, this is one of my favorite looks. So it's the same hinge itself as the wall-to-glass hinge, and it is a wall-to-glass hinge as well, except it has an offset back plate. So the plate on the back, you're gonna have no screws on the outside, whether it's on the hinge itself or the back plate, all that's gonna be on the inside. So instead of having 2 on the outside and 2 on the inside of the shower, we're gonna have 3 screws on this offset plate going on just the inside of the shower, giving it a real clean finished look. Definitely if it's a clamp shower, the clamps and the hinge are gonna have the same type of reveal going all the way around the shower, and it looks really sharp. One of the more expensive options, but can look really, really nice, is if we're doing a panel and then a door and then another panel and the door is in the center and we want to keep it as frameless as possible so we don't put a header on the top. So we're going to go glass to glass hinges. These are 135-degree neo-angle glass to glass hinges, but they also make them adjustable and an inline set for a straight inline. So this would be a neo-angle style shower, but this is gonna mount to the door, and then this is gonna mount to our stationary panel, and then it has a 180-degree swing to it when it opens. So it opens in and out. And that's all the hinges we've discussed so far. They open in 180 degrees, so 90 degrees out and 90 degrees inside your shower. There is no kind of stop or anything on the inside of these hinges, but a lot of guys will put a polycarbonated strip on the side panel that has a fin sticking out, keeping it from pushing in. Maybe you have a rain head shower or you don't want to open the door too fast and hit your shower head or your fixtures or anything. So some people will put the polycarbonated strip. We like to opt out of that option and just do tighter reveals. Just because you're paying for a frameless shower, we think it looks a little better. Next, we're moving on to our pivot hinges. So this is a nice antique brass hinge. Has a really cool finish and look to it, but we're talking about the pivot itself more than the finish. So this is gonna mount to the floor. Again, it's a 180-degree swing. It has 2 screws in here that screw into the ground in line with your shower door and the reveal it's going. All the weight is on the bottom of this pivot hinge, which is nice because now it's not pulling on the wall, or like the hinges we just discussed, the glass to glass hinges, that heavy 80-pound plus door is not pulling on the side panel next to it, eventually slipping possibly if you don't block your hinges well. So all the weight is resting here and the top is in the balance of the shower, but the weight sits on this bottom pivot. So it has a really nice feature to it as well. They make a pivot hinge that's a sleeve over. So on the top, we can go a headerless shower, and instead of having those glass to glass hinges, we can keep the eyesight really clean looking through the shower and just have a hinge on the very bottom and then a hinge at the top that clamps onto the side panel next to it. And that's a really sharp look. I don't have one here, but maybe we could get one and pan it in here in the future. And that is our hinge options for our custom frameless shower doors. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed, hope it was informative, and helped you make a better decision on your big investment.